Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, and if your thing is hair, vlogs, beauty, lifestyle, chit chat, then you're in the right channel. So click that subscribe button. But if you're an OG subscriber, welcome back. So guys, I just realized that we haven't gisted or we haven't chatted in a very long time. So I asked you guys to let me know questions you'd like to know, things you want to know from me, anything at all. And some of you answered, some of you did not, watching you guys. So we're going to be addressing those questions today while also getting ready for date night. Today is date night. We haven't gone on a date night in a while. So I'm using this opportunity to chat with you guys while I do my hair, my makeup, my outfits, fragrance, perfumes, every single thing. We're gonna do it in this video. So let's get right into this video. So we're gonna lay this wig. This wig is from, obviously, I always mention my plugs. This wig is from Gentle Boy Hair World, my Palogu Market plug. So I'm just going to do a quick, it's a 5x5 wig. And I'm just going to do a quick glueless installation because I want to take it off as soon as I get back home. But yeah, let's wear this. Am I the only one that wears my wig from front to back? I probably am. It's just how I like to wear my wig. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, these curls are in the way. Jeez, my hair is a mess. Just gonna pin this back up. I'm gonna use this to just keep the curls in for longer. This is the butterfly shadow hairspray. Very good if you want your hair to stay intact. I'm basically just going to use a lace melting spray, so it just looks like it's coming from my skin. What lace? So I like to just dry it up a bit before I wear my melting band. This hair is not from this brand, or even though I have worked with them in the past. I'm just using the melting band because I really like it. Nothing particular. So we're done with my brows and we're going to get into the Q&A proper. I'm using this Mmesoma Aqua Grape Radiant Finish as my primer. First question is, what else do you do aside content writing and YouTube? First of all, I don't do content writing. I don't even know where you guys got that idea, whoever asked this question. I do content creation. YouTube is like a part of content creation, and that is what I do full time. I'm a creative entrepreneur. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. Do I need to do anything else? Content creation is literally a full-time job, and that is what I do. And I'm also an influencer, so I get paid to create content for brands and also to post content on my page on behalf of brands. So yeah, and then I do YouTube. So that's what I do full-time, basically. Using this MAC Studio Fix foundation. It's literally one of my favorite foundations. I like this foundation because it is matte and at the same time has a skin-like finish. I'm just in love with it. I don't feel any type of way about it, basically. Like, I just love it. I really don't have anything to say against it. It literally just does it for me. Somebody asked, where and what do you study? And I'm like, do I still look like a student? Do I really look like a student? Like, I legit, people ask me this question almost all the time, like, what am I studying? And I'm like, I'm through uni. So I'm not currently studying at this time, even though I still have plans to, you know, further my education, but I'm not studying and I currently live in Lagos. Yep. Next question is, what gave you the courage to ditch litigation? I'm scared that I might not fit into anywhere else. And how did you know litigation is not your forte? Hey, so that's a very big question. First of all, I've always known that I was never going to be a litigator. I was never going to go to court. I was never going to practice, like be actively a barrister. I was more interested in the solicitor part of it, like drafting documents, basically working in-house or working behind the scenes. Basically, I wasn't interested in going in front of a judge or a court. So I've always known, even before I entered uni, that it wasn't really for me. And yeah, that's it. So if you feel like you want to do something else and that something else is not litigation, then definitely go for it. Why? You only have one life to live and you're still young. You still have time to explore, to like find what you really want to do. So I don't think you should limit yourself to a particular firm or a particular branch of law, because honestly, that's one thing they didn't really teach us when we were in school. They didn't really give us options that, oh, law, you can do it in many different ways. So after I left school that I started realizing, oh my god, I don't really need to go to court to go and shout. Like within the time I practice law anyways, I'm not actively practicing. But yeah, within that time period, I discovered that there was a lot of things I could do that did not involve me going to court. I just needed to find those opportunities. So I would advise you to like go look for those opportunities out there. LinkedIn is your best friend. Do whatever you want to do, because in the end, you'll still be like, I wish I did this when I had the time, when I had the strength. Now that you have the time, you have the strength, and if you don't have kids or you don't have a lot of responsibilities yet, I feel like this is the time to explore. I give you within that age range or demographic, this is the time to explore. This is not the time to say, oh, I'm scared. Like that's what your 20s are for. If you're already scared now, what are you going to do when you're 30, when you're 40? You have to ask yourself those questions, those hard questions, and do those hard things. So yeah, that's it. Basically, let's move on to the next question. I started to try out eyeshadow today, and it's looking like a fail. I don't usually like to do eyeshadow because honestly, I don't really know how to apply eyeshadow properly. I think that's the only part of makeup I still struggle with till this day. But honestly, I'm doing my best. Like, I can't kill myself. I'm really doing my best. So this person says, not a question, but I love your content. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sometimes I doubt like the content I have. I really doubt my ideas sometimes. And when I get comments like this, it just keeps me going. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm actually doing something right, and somebody somewhere loves what I'm doing. So, keep it up. And yeah, that's what keeps me going. Next question. I feel like I get a lot of questions about content creation, because this next question is about content creation. This next question says, what is your best advice for people that are just starting this content creation journey? My best advice is, first of all, just start. Second, focus on making yourself better. Like, people feel like content creation is an easy way to just come and you just start making money all of a sudden. For where, except you're already a celebrity or some sort of, I don't know, public figure that people already know, the first few years are gonna be crazy because you're basically just still trying to put yourself out there and hoping that brands or business owners will see you and want to work with you. But if you're coming into content creation with that mindset that, I'm coming to make money. Yes, definitely into content creation with the mindset of making money, but don't come into it as the sole reason. Come into it because you really want to be a content creator. You want to share your life and your, time with other people, because it's going to get tough. Like, forget the glitz and glamour that comes with content creation. Content creation itself is tough. Sometimes it feels like a popularity contest. That might not be what it was supposed to be, like when you started out, but eventually it begins to feel like that. It begins to feel like, oh, this person is growing more than I am, this person is working with more brands more than I am. But you should just focus on yourself, to be honest. Grow, learn new things, improve your skills, network. If you're an introvert like me, I know that that's going to be hard, because even till now it's still something that is very hard for me, but I've had to, put my shyness away and talk to people and actually meet people. So that's another thing you need to work on. So this person says, advice for a 20-something-year-old who wakes up and doesn't know what is next. I don't even know what to say. Sometimes I just feel like you were asking me questions that I even need answers to. I feel like people ask me questions like this thinking I have the answers. I'm also a 20-something-year-old. I'm literally in my mid-20s, and I am also as confused. But I always tell myself that where I am today or where I was last year is not the same place I am now. And as long as I'm growing, I'm doing something right. And that's basically just my advice to you. You already know what you like doing. You already know where your strengths lie. So I'll basically just say, keep doing the things you already do, while also trying out things that you want to do. If you want to, okay, by so age, I want to have had my business, I want to have had my first child, I want to have made so amount of money. Keep doing that same thing you're doing already. work smart, not working hard. You can work hard for 1 million years. Somebody that works smart in few years is way ahead of you. Talent also eventually doesn't really matter. Like talent without hard work or talent without connections in this country, especially, you're literally almost, wasting your time. So I would also say network, meet people, go outside of your comfort zone, go outside of your circle, explore things, meet other people with better ideas. Like nobody's an island, especially if you're introverted like me. This is something I also always tell myself. You're not going to make it if you're sitting down at home. You're not going to get these opportunities. You need to go out there and meet people and network and to grow your circle, So that's basically what I would say to someone who is a 20-something-year-old and, still very confused about life and things. You will eventually figure it out. That's one thing I've noticed. Like, I've grown to understand that everything I worried about before, things I was worrying about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't even worry about them now. And I'm like, why was I worried? I mean, everything has already played out. Everything is clearer now. So I would just say focus on growing. Focus on things you can control. The ones you can't control, let it go. Just do your best and keep striving, basically. I feel like that's the best advice I can give you. So the next question is, how do you get skincare PR packages? Like I said, I work with brands to promote their products on social media, and honestly, they just reach out to me. Like 90% of the time, they reach out to me. Like they say, "Oh, we love your content. We want you to make so and so video. We would like to send over some products. Oh, we want you to be part of our PR list." And yeah, so how do I get skincare PR? Truly, I create skincare, beauty, hair content. Everything really falls under like a general umbrella of beauty content creation. So that's what I do. I constantly create content that looks like what they are looking for, and I mention these brands, or I tag them, or I refer people to them. Or sometimes my names are just mentioned in rooms that I am not in and I don't even know how I got there. So yeah, that's how I get skincare PR. Most brands actually just reach out to me, and then sometimes brands ask you to apply to be on their PR list. They'll look through your profile and see if they want to work with you. So always keep an eye out for things like that. Follow your favorite brands because they announce things like that regularly, like end of the year, at the start of a new year, or during festive seasons like Christmas, Easter. If you actually know anyone who works in a PR agency, let that person be your friend. Or I don't know, tell that person to always put you on when they have brands that come to them to push a product, or they're looking for influencers, so they always mention your name in those kind of rooms. So that's basically how I get skincare PR. Moving on to the next question. So somebody asked, how do you beat your mind and stay consistent? Oh, this question, I still struggle with staying consistent. I still struggle with fighting with my nature. My nature is just to stay in my comfort zone, basically. I realized that has held me back on a lot of occasions where I'm supposed to be somewhere, and because I decided to just stay where I'm comfortable, I didn't grow. So how do I beat it? I just tell myself, Mmesoma, if you don't do this, or if you don't create this content, or if you don't apply for this role, you're still going to be where you were last year. You're not going to move. You're not going to progress. You're not going to achieve the things that you said, okay, by this age, I want to achieve this. I want to do this for my family and friends. You're just going to be stuck, basically. So that's what I always tell myself. Get up, work. You have the time. Like, you will not have this time again. That's what I tell myself too. This time is the best time for you to grow, for you to start building your business, for you to start investing, because in a few years you'll be too tired and too busy. There will be kids, there will be family, there will literally be so many things happening in your life, and you will not have this amount of time. So I feel like if you are someone who is ambitious, then that is even enough motivation for you to get up and be consistent at what you do. You need to show up. If you don't show up, who's going to remember? Who's going to see your brand? Who's going to see your content? Who is going to, patronize your business? You need to always show up. People that make it are people that actually show up. Time really doesn't wait for anybody. I'm just going to quickly dry my face, let it set, before I start doing the powders. So the next question I got asked is, where do you get your wax done in Lagos? So if you watch my vlogs, you would know I've always been going to the same wax place for years now. So I use the henna place. They have a branch in Lekki phase 1, and they also have a branch on the mainland in Ikeja. So that's where I go. And full body waxing now is very expensive, so I don't really know what kind of waxing you want to do. But if you go there, or just DM them, just look for the henna place on IG, DM them and ask them to send you their like price list, and you just get an idea of what they charge for different services. So that's where I wax. So this person asked, where is this beauty from? We need a tutorial. And this beauty is from God and my mama. My mom is a beautiful woman, so obviously that's where I got it from. But if you're asking about my makeup, yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on dropping my updated makeup routine. I always get questions, like almost all the time I drop a picture, somebody's asking me, oh my god, your makeup looks good, what do you use? So definitely dropping one soon. So I'm just gonna let the powder sit in my face for a while before I use a setting spray. I forgot to contour my nose, and now I look like Pinocchio or something. The next question is, what did I study? Like I said, I studied law, but I'm not practicing. I decided to do content creation full time. So yeah, that's what I studied. Next question, where do you get your background music from? Epidemic Sound. All songs I use in my videos are from Epidemic Sound. I pay a monthly subscription of how much now? $18, I think. So you can convert that in Naira and see. They're a very good music subscription service, and that helps even my content creation process easier. So somebody asked, how do you learn to edit your videos? Practice. I didn't exactly go somewhere to learn. I just kept practicing. Like I always say, YouTube, people sleep on YouTube. YouTube has everything. If there's anything you want to learn, just search it on YouTube. How to once you just search it, you will get 1,000,001 videos on how to do whatever you're looking for. Up to today, a lot of things I learned them from YouTube. Hair tutorials, I watched YouTube. Makeup, YouTube. Editing, YouTube. So I learned, I watched, and I practiced, and that's how I learned how to edit my videos. This person asked, how long did it take you to make up your mind about posting on YouTube? It took me a very long time. Like a very, very long time. I would say I wanted to start doing YouTube 4 or 5 years ago, and I started 2 years ago. So yeah, it took me about 2 years to actually make up my mind. And in fact, I didn't even like say, okay, today I'm posting. I just started doing it because I was like, if I keep making excuses, I'm never going to do it. That's one thing I noticed about myself. If I keep making excuses about something, oh, I'm not there yet, I don't have the tools, I eventually will not even do those things. I just woke up one day and decided that I'm going to have to stop giving myself excuses if I want to grow, and I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm not even capping anymore. Like, I'm no more making excuses for myself. This is what I want to do, and this is how I am going to do it. And I think it was my birthday, the day I started. I was like, good, vlog your birthday, share your birthday with others. Let's see what people say. If people say you're not good, then you know that, okay, this is not for you. And funny enough, from my first video, the first video I posted, I got so much positive reviews that I was like, if I don't post, these people will come after me. And so I just started posting. That was it. That was how I started. So it took me 2 years basically, and 2 years, yeah, 2 long, brilliant years to make up my mind. And here I am. So this person says, what advice do you have for someone who is about to start their YouTube channel, and what should they focus more on? My advice for someone who wants to start is just to start, and start with what you know how to do best. If you know how to teach people how to edit, start making videos on how to teach people how to edit. If you know how to vlog, start vlogging and start posting. If you know how to do hair, start doing hair and start showing people what you can do. And from there, you move. Like, people always move from one niche to the other. I feel like when you're starting out, you should just test the waters, see what is doing well, see what is not doing well, and see where you can work on, and just give it a go. If you keep saying, oh, I can't do this well, somebody that can't even do it up to your like that can't even do it the way you do it, like you're definitely better than that person, will do it and grow, and people will not know that you exist. So I will always say, just start doing what you want to do with what you have. If you know how to teach people how to save money, start. I'll advise you, like I said, start with what you know how to do best and then grow from there. You can always pivot, switch your niches, and your audience will find you eventually. They will find you. That's just my basic advice to you. They'll eventually find you. So start doing it. Don't wait for anybody to tell you to start. So this person asked, what filming gadget or setup would you suggest for a beginner? See, I'm not a beginner, but I'm still using my phone. Start with what you have. I agree that sometimes what you have might not be enough or it might not be what you're looking for, but just start. Start with your phone and a handheld tripod. I'm just going to put a picture here if I have one, but just search handheld tripod. That's all you need. And when you go, you can even add one light. For this video, I'm using one light. I'm literally using one light, a phone, and a tripod. And that's it. Just start with what you have. You don't need to buy the latest gadgets. But if you have money, I would say invest in a camera so that while you're creating content for YouTube, you're also creating content for IG and TikTok or Snapchat, whichever platforms that you like being on. This person says, not a question, but I love what you do and I'm rooting for you. Thank you so much. Every day I get someone telling me something like this, encouraging me to keep going. And honestly, that's like the number one thing that keeps me going, because sometimes I feel like, why am I even doing this? Are people really watching me? Do they really like what I'm doing? Or I'm just wasting my time? And somebody pops up and says, girl, I love what you're doing, keep going. And that's just my motivation. When you guys hype me up like this and tell me my content's good and you love it, definitely. So thank you to whoever sent this compliment. Thank you. My makeup is done. I'm just going to use one more layer of setting spray and we're good to go. My makeup is done. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the outfit I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing these shoes from school. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. STHUH. These are their gold sandals. I don't have a link for this, but I think I'll just put a link to their Instagram page or their website and you can search for it. This is what they look like. I'm also pairing it with this bag from Shein. I think I have a link to this bag, so I'm just going to link it. It's a gold purse. Very nice, very cutesy. And that's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this beautiful halter neck dress from Zara. It's a very beautiful dress. If you watched my birthday vlog, you must have seen this dress. I ended up not wearing it for my birthday, and since then I haven't worn it, but I'm wearing it today. And let's get dressed. See ya. And I've already worn my dress. I'm not taking out my hair yet until I've literally worn everything I want to wear. I'm using this Shea Cocoa Body Oil from Toriara Naturals. I've had it for like a year, and let me tell you, like, I just glow. You see the glow? Once I apply it, I am glowing from head to toe. Literally, I'm not going to be Gloria today. No Gloria. Let's see. I'm just kidding. But yeah, makeup done, hair done, dress checked. So let's get into jewelry. These earrings, they are also from Shein. I feel like if I have a link, I'm going to link it here. So this earring, let's see how the earring looks. Oh my god, I think I have misplaced the book. I found a different one. I hope this one works, but this is what it looks like. Very cutesy. Hopefully this one doesn't slip from my hand today. I should have worn it before rubbing my body oil. Okay, so all set. Then rings, bangles, jewelry. So these are the rings I'm wearing. I already wore one, and then I'm wearing these bangles, bracelets, bangles, whatever, and then my wedding rings. So wedding rings first, then bangles next. Whew. I think this is the time I'm going to lay down my hair and I'm ready. I think so. Looks good. Okay, let's bring down this hair. guys, I have combed down my hair that's all over my face, and I'm going to spray this red vanilla from Zara, and that's just basically it. I already worn my shoes. I'm going to show you guys the full outfit, but we're ready to go. We're already late. Thank God we didn't make a reservation. We're late, like late. Okay, so I'm done spraying perfume for there. Oof, guys, what's the look giving? Is it giving? Is it looking cute? Is it looking nice? Anyway, let me know.